So we get to Soulm8te, which is a spinoff of the M3gan franchise, which pretty much died with the sequel. Um, I reviewed the first film, the first M3gan, and I liked it, but I did have gripes with the fact that, again, we already had a Child's Play remake that had the same idea. I think they did it way better than that movie overall. But I didn't mind the M3gan movie for what it was. I wish it was gorier. I wish it was rated R instead of PG-13. But, you know, and even the sequel kind of went more action-oriented, Terminator-type stuff. But I didn't mind. Actually, I think I probably like the... they're both fine, overall. I can watch them both. But, yeah, this one... I didn't mind it also, I'll say. Although it doesn't feel like it's in the same universe as the M3gan movies. Because I don't even think they mentioned anything of that company that made the M3gan androids or whatever, robots. But you have this one where it's an engineering guy, or a software engineer, and pretty much he's grieving over the loss of his wife, I guess a few years ago, or I forget when he said when she passed, but pretty much his boss wants him to do a beta test for a new android, intelligent android, and pretty much he wants him to test it to see how it, acts, how it works. So pretty much this guy, he decides to, because he gets bored with it after all she does is respond to all his commands with no, back talk or sass. He decides to do the stupidest thing, which is, alters a lot of the settings, which is a lot of safe settings. He just disables them. So, which then I'm like, I don't think you really need to do but so much disabling of, the settings that you wanted her to not have, but then also have. Like, I think you could have kept some safety precautions in the settings, but he decides to just, make her more emotional and more sentient, more real, more vocal with her self and her answers. And pretty much it turns into an obsession of, oh, I love you too much, and nobody's going to have you because I want you. And so pretty much he has to try to shut her down, and people get hurt in the process. But yeah, that's pretty much the plot of the movie. I will say, for what it is, the actress that plays the android, Sarah, played by Lily Sullivan, she played in the Evil Dead Rise flick. She played Beth, the sister of the possessed mom. She did really well here, just as much as she did in that movie. I did review that movie as well. I think I didn't mind it for what it was. I think I liked it a lot. But I do want to rewatch that again sometime. But yeah, this one, I mean, it doesn't shy away from the gore when it's there. The acting, again, from everyone's just fine to decent, showing. Again, she can't really do a whole lot in terms of emotions because she's a robot, so I thought she did playing an android really well, so I guess that counts. Her movements, anyway. There's nudity in this movie, which I was not ready for in the very beginning. It opens with a scene of they're testing a robot and to see how it stimulates the human body. And so it starts to choke this guy out, and, they gotta shut her down. There's even a scene in this movie where she kills somebody by, I guess, because she's able to like I guess as soon as you like go in like stick into her, I guess she's able to like grip your junk as tight as she wants, or as tight as you want her to tighten it, I guess. But she decides to just tighten it to where it explodes inside or outside of her. It's weird just describing it. You have to watch the scene. I mean, because as a guy, it's like, oh yeah, that does hurt. Imagining that. Um, but yeah, like, and then the ending, is the third act where, we have to fight, and you know, again, it's not really a creepy film. It's not really a horror film as much. There's some, I guess, atmospheric. There's one scene where she has to when he tells her to power down, save power or whatever, or save power or whatever, and powers down. Her eyes glow at night, so like when all the lights like. There's a shot where it shows her sitting on the couch and it's just her eyes lit up in the dark. I thought that was probably the most creepiest scene in the whole movie. Because there's really not any creepy stuff after that shot anyway. It's more. I will say I watched this over that Megan Fox Android movie that she made, which I thought that had potential, but then like she didn't want to show any goods, and at least this chick, at least she was. I respect her for doing it at least. Like she didn't care, so I give her props and credit for that. But also I didn't. Again, some of the gore was fine when it's there. The editing's fine, production's decent. Like it's an alright looking movie. It's what you expect from a Blumhouse film, which I didn't really. This didn't even feel like a Blumhouse to me movie really. James Wan co-produced this, I believe. It's directed by Kate Dolan. She also co-wrote it. I thought she did fine directing overall. Her writing, it was okay. I don't mind the ending because it's not a downbeat at least, but like it does leave off for a sequel bait if they want to do anything with that. Which I don't know if they should, but I think this is a good one and done thing. I don't think the fact that they decided to just drop this on streaming, not even in the theaters. They took it out of, I think they put it in theaters for like maybe a few days or so. They took it to the film festival somewhere, and then they decided just the next day drop it on streaming. So I was able to watch this online. And yeah, it's not what I would say. It's fine for what it is. Again, it does not feel like a connection to Megan at all. Despite like the similarities. Oh, it's Megan, but she's an adult and she shows her tits, and that's it. Like, and I guess she's horny as well because at one point I swear there's one point where she in the third act I think she was trying to ride or the lead guy when she was choking him out or something. So but yeah, they don't really do a whole lot anything different with this is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Nothing really interesting. It's very almost kind of generic when you describe it. It's like they don't really go into any flesh out of sentient being maybe feeling like she's like they do a little bit where she wants to go in the rain. I did like that where she just ignores him and just runs out in the rain, even though she said she's going to be in the rain and water for like 30 minutes. And it's lightning and thunder. I'm like, and you guys are playing in the water or in the rain and don't get struck by lightning at all. Lucky. You are both lucky. But yeah, overall, it's fine. I do recommend it if you're a fan of the M3gan films. Again, I'll say it's better than it has a better rating for it because at least it's R rated and it shows gore, which is something this franchise needs. But yeah, if anybody's interested in requesting any movie reviews or reaction videos, my PayPal is in the link description down below, info box. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this movie and if you've seen it. Or do you prefer just the M3gan films? Peace and love.